Warren assisting on the goal from Natesville, number 16. Bill Warren assisting on that goal. We've got a score of 1-0 here in the second period with just 10 seconds left. Now the Big Reds have to play a little bit of catch-up. Smith gets it over to Carlson. Carlson trying to get free. Takes a wrist shot as time expires. That's the end of the second period, ladies and gentlemen, as the action really picked up here at the end of the second period. Scores 1-0 in favor of the Port Huron Northern Huskies. We're back to bring you the third period of tonight's high school hockey game here on CPHS 12 between the Port Huron Northern Huskies and the Port Huron High Big Reds. With the Huskies scoring with just 10 seconds left in the second period, we've got a score of 1-0. Referee John Napolitan gets ready to drop the puck. The face-off is won by number 7, Jamie Graham, and he gets knocked off the puck as the Big Reds bring it into the northern zone. Puck tried to get knocked up by Muzzy. Button with a shot, Akers with a save. Big Red's trying to keep it in. The puck goes outside the zone. Now Smith's got it. He's trying to get clear. Knocked off the puck by Pocklington. Puck's cleared out of the zone again by Kellerman. Knocked back in by Carlson. Now Button with it. Trying to get open for a shot. Trying to find a man open. He's taken into the boards by Graham. Knocked off the puck. McNeil trying to keep it in, and Pocklington almost with a break. Now Button with the puck again. Tries to dump it inside the zone. It's knocked into the Big Red zone again by Graham. As the Big Reds come out with it again, Carlson tries to get it over. It's intercepted by Lortz. Lortz coming in, takes a shot just wide. Lortz stole that pass from Carlson, got over and got in and got a beautiful shot off, and it was just off the corner of the post. Big Reds trying to get the puck out of their zone. Seems like that goal in the last 10 seconds kind of scrambled them a little bit, having a little problem controlling it.
Yeah, the Huskies are flying now. They're playing the best they've played all game.
Scoring a goal in the final 10 seconds of a period like that sure brings some momentum into your favor when the third period starts.
By the way, that was Chad's 8th goal of the season and Bill Warren's 25th assist, which is team high in assists at 25.
Martin clears the puck across in front of the nets. Lords can't get to it. Puck's over into the corner again. The Big Reds trying to get something organized, get the puck out of their zone. As the puck goes over into the corner, Martin tries to backhand it out. It's knocked away by Dunn and cleared out of the zone. Northern clears the puck back in again. Big Reds clear it out. Now Carlisle's got it, trying to get it into the northern zone. It's picked up by Lashbrook and passed up to Martin. Martin with a slap shot, Bellinger with a save, and he sees Pink coming and hangs on to it. We'll have stoppage of play again here with 13:06 left in the third period. Score 1-0 in favor of the Port Huron Northern Huskies.
That was a tough save when the forward shoots and the defenseman is screening the goalie. The goalie can't always see the puck coming, and Jamie had that one labeled all the way.
Face-off again inside the zone. Face-off's won by Shagney. He takes a shot and hits Bellinger in the face mask with it. Bellinger goes down. The puck went up over the glass. Another stoppage.
I think that's about the third time he's been hit in the face mask, but this must have been the hardest.
Looks like it might have hit him someplace where the protection wasn't.
The hockey regionals will be starting up in the 1st of March, and both the Northern and the Big Reds have their first game scheduled. The Lapeer East will play the Northern Huskies on March 1st at 6 p.m. in the IMA Arena. And actually at the same time, there's 2 arenas in the IMA Auditorium. the Big Reds will be playing Grand Blanc at 6 p.m. So that's March 1st, I believe. That's a Monday. Either a Monday or a Tuesday night, I believe.
Now Bellinger starts to get back up. He seems to be getting over it. Still shaking up a little bit, trying to shake the cobwebs out at this point. Looks like he's going to be all right. We'll get back to the action here. There's going to be a face-off just to the right of Bellinger. Face-off goes to Northern, shot it by Earls, blocked by Carlisle. He's coming up the ice with it. He's taken off by Haddad. And the puck goes into Akers. Akers has to make the save on it. Covers up. We'll have a face-off inside of the Northern zone.
Jason hasn't been tested many times in the Northern goal, but when he's had to make the save, he's been there.
Got 12:52 left in the third period. Score 1-0 in favor of the Port Huron Northern Huskies. Face-off controlled by Northern. Martin gets it out. The puck is knocked ahead by a glove. Number 19, James Dunn, will have another face-off as the puck was gloved ahead. Face-off again controlled by Northern. Kellerman gets it over for Muzzy. He lets it go. Warren comes up with it. Now we've got a wide open shot by number 4, Jeff Redfield. Bellinger with a save. Big Reds trying to get out of the zone. They can't. Warren with a shot. It's blocked by the defense. Now Kellerman's got it. Tries to get it out front. It's intercepted by Carlisle. Carlisle coming up the ice with it. Knocks it into the zone as he's taken off the puck by Kellerman. Now Warren passes the puck up for Redfield. Redfield clears it into the zone. Going back for it now is Natzel. Twist tries to get it out. It's intercepted by Redfield. Puck goes into the boards. Scramble for it. And the whistle will have another face-off inside the Big Red zone. Be sure to stay tuned to CPHS 12 for the best in school and community programming. Check the CPHS 12 program guide or the Times Herald for dates and times. Back to action here again. The puck over into the boards again. Big Red's trying to get it out. Smith into the boards with it. With Warren. Graham comes up with it. It's taken away by Carlson. Carlson gets it up to Smith. Back to Carlson again. Here they come. Big Red's coming into the zone. Carlson with a weak backhand. Akers makes the save and covers up. We'll have another face-off inside the Northern Husky zone. Face-off again controlled by Northern. Earl clears the puck around the boards to Haddad. Haddad tries to get it up to Lortz, and Lortz couldn't find it. Now McNeil with it, clears it outside the Big Red zone. Fink intercepts, Carlson intercepts. Lortz tries to pick it up. Scramble for it at center ice as Carl's taken down off the puck. He just clears it into the zone. It's picked up by Earl. Earl tries to hit Lortz with it. Now Carlson with a shot just wide. Slap shot. Had Akers beat, but it was wide. Now Button with the puck dumps it up the ice. Carlson with it. Taken away by Martin. Martin's chased into the boards by Button. McNeil with the puck. He clears it around the side of the boards for Smith. Smith can't control it. Kellerman picks it up, tries to shoot it into the zone. Puck comes free. Smith gets it to Button. Button coming up the ice with it. He takes a shot, save Akers. Akers decides to cover it up. We've got another break in the action with 10:31 left in the third period. Score 1-0 in favor of the Port Huron Northern Huskies.
This game is turning out to be fairly similar to the first meeting between these two teams. The Big Reds took an early 2-0 lead, and Port Huron Northern gradually came on, and the score ended up to be 4-2. But after a fast start by the Big Reds, the Huskies have taken over, and I can say this game has been about the same way. The Huskies have dominated.
Back to action again. Shagney with it, tries to get a shot off, and it's just knocked off by Dunn. Puck knocked off his stick just as he was ready to shoot. Shagney with it again, centers it. It's taken by Carlisle. Carlisle gets it up to Churchill. Churchill with a shot that's blocked by Kellerman. Kellerman with the puck now, just shoots it off the boards up to Shagney as he trips on the blue line. Puck's knocked up the ice again by Wetzel. Churchill takes a wrist shot. Save Akers. Couldn't see it there for a minute, but puck goes over into the corner. Now we've got man down. I believe that was Carlisle as him and Kellerman collided over into the corner. And I believe it was Carlisle that went down. I can't see his number from here, but I'm sure that's who it was. Looks like he's getting up. He's going to be all right now as he skates off the ice under his own power.
Randy spent a lot of time on the ice in that shift, and that very often happens towards the end of a shift on a stiff check. What you have left into you, it just takes it right out.
Ready to face off again just outside of the Northern zone. Northern with control again. Warren gets it back to Hansen. Hansen gets it up to Naitzel. Naitzel tries to clear it across for Redfield. He loses it. Coming up the ice with it is Timmerman. He loses it to Warren. Warren dumps it behind the net to Hansen. Hansen back to Warren again. Now Warren passes it up to Redfield. Redfield gets it up to Naitzel. Back to Warren. Warren with a shot. It's blocked by Timmerman. Puck goes in behind the net. It's along the boards as Naitzel and Dunn fight for it. Naitzel comes up with it. He gives it back to Warren. Warren tries to get it out front. It's too far. Twist with the puck. Just going to try and clear it out of the zone. It goes out. Naitzel's pads is finally cleared out of the zone. Now we've got Lashbrook. Gives the puck up to Graham. Graham with it takes a shot wide. Goes off the boards, comes out. It's kept in by Hansen. He tries to get a shot off, and Barbeady gets her stick in front of the puck. It goes over the glass, and we'll have another face-off. With 8:38 left in the third period, still a score 1-0 in favor of the Port Huron Northern Huskies. Big Reds controlling the face-off. McNeil with the puck tries to get it up for Lohr. They can't control it, still trying to get it out of their zone. Smith tries to get it. It's picked up by Bales and kept in. Now Carlson gets it out. Earl clears the puck out of the zone. Bachmanton fakes a slap shot, then loses control. But Carlson with a slap shot wide. Rebound goes to Lohr. He tries to get it out front. It's knocked away by Haddad. As Bales clears the puck down the ice so they can get a line change going here. Now McNeil with the puck behind the net. Trying to find an open man. He shoots it up for Laura. It's too far. Haddad comes up with it. Dumps it back into the Big Red zone. McNeil picks it up and dumps it back out again. Now Haddad to Martin. Martin knocked off the puck as McNeil comes up and clears it out of his zone. Laura with the puck takes a wrist shot wide. Now Haddad takes the puck from behind the net, gets it over to Martin. He's taken into the boards by Smith. The puck comes free. Martin with it coming up the ice. He's got Lortz with him. Martin with a wrist shot, saved Bellinger and covers up with it. As that was a super opportunity for the Huskies there. As Lortz and Martin were coming up the ice with it, Martin decided to take the shot. Bellinger was able to make the save.
I don't think Jamie even played the pass across. He played the shot all the way and was able to make the save. Just smart goaltending on Bellinger's.
Face-off again controlled by the Big Reds, trying to get it out of their zone. They do. Smith's got it now. He goes down. Laura with a shot, deflected just wide by Akers, able to get a skate on it. Button tries to keep it in as Northern gets the puck out of the zone. McNeil comes up with it. He puts it back up for Laura. Laura's taken into the boards by Muzzy. Still able to come out with the puck. It's knocked away by Porty. Now we've got Gosker giving it up to Kellerman. Kellerman bringing it up the ice. He's taken into the boards by Button. Churchill with the puck behind the net. Gets it over the boards. Carlisle tries to come up with it, leaves it there. McNeil just comes out and clears it out of the zone. It's dumped back in on the offsides. We've got a whistle now. Offside call, face-off outside of the Big Red zone. .6:22 left to play here in the third period. Still a score of 1-0 in favor of the Huskies.
I don't believe there's been a penalty this period, has there, Kent?
Not so far yet. Both teams playing a clean game, just out there playing hockey. Both teams doing everything they can to try and put the puck into the net. As the old saying goes, you can't score from the penalty box. Face-off again, controlled by Northern. Warren with it. He's taken down off the puck. Nature with a slap shot. Bellinger with a save. The puck's loose in front of the net. As everybody's scrambling for the puck, puck's knocked over into the boards. Hansen keeps it in. Puck comes out front. It's knocked away by Carlisle. Carlisle bringing it up the ice. He drops it back for Churchill. Churchill scores! What a play that was by Carlisle and Churchill. Number 6, William Carlisle, took that puck away inside of his own zone, brought it up the ice, put a drop pass back for Paul Churchill, and Paul with a wrist shot, got it past Jason Akers, goalie from Port-Huron Northern, and we've got a tie hockey game here with 5:51 left in the third period. And that should really pick things up for the Big Reds.
Well, if anything can bring some life back into them, that ought to do it. Brought some life back into the crowd anyway.
Also assisting on that goal was Andy McNeil, as he was the one that got the puck clear. Back to action again, and it's going to get hot and heavy now. Carlson with the puck, trying to circle and get open. Waiting for his guys to get set up. He dumps it off the boards. Northern intercepts it. Earl tries to clear it out of the zone and does. Now we've got Graham coming up the ice with it. He's wide open, takes a shot. It's knocked down by McNeil in front of the net, and he just clears it out of the zone. It's not going to go back far enough for icing. Here comes Northern back to bring it back out again. Haddad gets it up to Pocklington. Pocklington over for Pink. Pass goes just off his stick, and Button clears it out of the zone. Not backed in again by Lortz, and McNeil comes up with it. McNeil with a shot off of Lortz skates and takes another shot that Akers covers up. and gives to Muzzy. Muzzy gets it up to Martin. Martin up for Pink. And we've got a 2-on-0 break. And Pink just shot wide. Wide open break. And rebound comes across in front. Pink with another shot blocked by the defense. Muzzy keeping it inside of the zone. Now McNeil tries to clear it behind the net. Lawrence intercepts it, and Bellinger has to get down and cover up again as Lawrence come in trying to tuck that puck into the corner and put the pressure back on the Big Reds. And Northern has really picked up their pace here in the last couple minutes.
They really caught the Big Reds on a bad line change. They had a 2-on-0 break there for a minute. The Big Reds were going to the bench, and Northern had the puck. Both teams seem to slow down for a second. Now they're going full bore again.
Back to action again. Big Reds clear it out of their zone. Muzzy back for it. Carlisle's after him. He passes it up for Porty. Goes past him into the Big Red zone and is cleared out by Dunn. Northern clears it back in again. Chris tries to get it back out. Porty intercepts it. Gets it over to Shagney, goes off his stick. Northern still with control of the puck. Gosker with it, gets it over to Porty. Porty tries to get it back and just wide. Puck in behind the net again as Shagney comes up with it. He's pushed off the puck by Twist. Puck in behind the net again. Sent it out front to Muzzy. Muzzy with a slap shot. Deflected just wide. Puck centered again and is intercepted. Kept into the, it was come outside the zone as Kellerman tried to keep the puck in, and it come just outside the zone. We've got a whistle on a face-off here with 3:37 left in the third period.
The Big Reds are hanging on for dear life right now.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our behind-the-scenes help tonight. Our director is Paul Bonner. Our cameramen are John Hoffman, Mike Schroeder, and Aaron Robinson. Back to action now with Northern centering pass, and they scored! Number 18, Mark Glassbrook. Center just shot the puck, centered it towards the net, and Chad Naso come up with it and got it past Jamie Bellinger as he was going down trying to cover up the puck. Glassbrook was able to do a super job getting that puck in towards the net, and Naso just come up with it and put it past Bellinger. They got a score of 2-1 now in favor of the Port Huron Northern Huskies. Heads up play by both skaters that time. Back to action again. Big Reds with the puck. McNeil's got it. He shoots it towards Akers. Akers makes a save and covers up as he sees Smith and Carlson coming in towards him.
Chad's 2 goals tonight gives him a tie in goals scored for the team with Jason Kellerman, who also have 9, and John Gosker.
Back to action again. Big Reds with the puck inside the Northern zone. Puck's along the boards now. Laura with it. He tries to center it. It's intercepted by Earl and taken over into the boards again. Now the Huskies cleared outside of the zone. Shagney gets it up for Gosker. Gosker tries to get it to Porty. It's too far. Puck into the boards again. And the puck is blown down as Button gloved to the head. We've got a stoppage in the play again with 2:46 left in the third period. Score 2-1 in favor of the Port Huron Northern Huskies. teams making line changes as the faceoff's controlled by the Big Reds. Carlisle goes down, it's taken away by Huskies, and the Big Reds come up with it again. Well, we've got Wetzel just dumping the puck up the ice. Kellerman goes back and gets it. He brings it up to Pocklington. Pocklington with it out front. Puck's knocked away by the Big Reds and cleared out of the zone. Northern with the puck again. Pocklington coming in, and it's blown down on the offside. They'll have a face-off just outside of the Big Red zone. Well, Charlie, it looks like Northern hasn't given up the pressure after they scored that goal. Everything seemed to pick up in their favor. And they're keeping the pressure on here in the last minutes of the third period.
Yeah, it looks like the Big Reds have called a timeout. The Big Reds are tired. The Big Reds made a mistake of kind of laying back on when they tied the game and let Northern come on. I think Northern knows better. They don't want to have that happen again. So they're going to play hard and try and not let the Big Reds come back.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our volunteers who come down here every Thursday and Saturday night all season long and give up their free time to help bring you these high school hockey games. The announcers, the timekeepers, the scorekeepers, the penalty box workers, the goal judges are all volunteers that give up their time all year long. They are Kent Fenner, Dick Chauvin, Mike Mavidi, Jim Wedge, Jim Cornwell, Don Button, George Udell, Chuck Lightfoot, and Ken Harris, and Dwayne Taylor. These guys have given up their time all year long to help bring high school hockey what it is. Back to action again as Northern controls the puck. Warren with it. Circles around trying to get open. The puck's intercepted by Smith along the boards. Now Carlson's got it. Dumps it into the zone and Hansen intercepts. Hansen coming up the ice with it. He's bothered by Carlson. Knocked off the puck. Lord gets it. Trying to get out of his zone. He does. It's intercepted by Natzel again. And taken away from Natzel by McNeil. They both go into the boards as the puck's loosened behind the net. Button comes out with it. Tries to hit man, and it's intercepted by Warren and knocked back into the corner again, and puck centered by Redfield and taken away by the Big Reds. McNeil with a shot from outside. Akers with a save, puck over into the corner. McNeil tries to keep it in. Hansen gets it, dumps it out of the zone to Redfield. Redfield coming up and winds up, takes a slap shot. Bellinger with a save. Puck into the corner, Button to Smith. Knocked off by Natzel. Smith gets the puck back, gives it to Lohr. Lohr back up to Smith. He loses control of it. Earl knocks it over into the boards. We're in the final minute to play here in the third period. The action picks up now. Bellinger trying to get out of the net. Northern knocks the puck back in. And I believe we're going to get a penalty call for the Big Reds for too many men on the ice, as Bellinger was trying to get out of the net, get into the bench so that they could get a six skaters out there, and the puck come back into the zone, so they're going to get caught for too many men on the ice.
A tough break for the Big Reds. Now they'll have to keep the goaltender in and play 4-on-5.
We've got 48 seconds left here in the third period. Score 2-1 in favor of the Port Huron Northern Huskies.
Too many players on the ice, being served by number 2, Paul Churchill. Time of penalty, 14-12, third period.
Bad break for the Big Reds at this point when they were trying to get the pressure on to get that second goal and tie this game up. Now Northern controlling the puck. Shagnon with it in front of the net's knocked off by Twist. Puck comes outside to the zone to Kellerman. Kellerman over to Muzzy. Muzzy gets it up to Warren. Warren dumps it into the corner. Now Dunn tries to clear it out of the zone. It's kept in by Kellerman. He gets it to Shagney. Shagney's knocked off of the puck. Gosker's got a wide open shot, and Bellinger up with the save, able to just keep control and watch that puck right into his glove as Gosker had a little bit of a break and come right in wide open on Bellinger.
Bellinger has probably played as strong a game as he has all year, and he's probably going to end up losing the game 2-1. But he has played an extremely strong game. And I'm picking a couple of players for the Port Huron Big Reds that have played strong. Bellinger is one, and I think the other player that's played exceptionally strong tonight is Willie Carlisle. Now Willie's he gave the assist to Paul Churchill on the Big Reds' only goal, but Willie has played a tremendously strong game tonight.
16 seconds left here in the third period as we face off again. Button with the puck coming up the ice with it. He's trying to get open for a shot. Puck's knocked away by Muzzy over into the boards. He gets it up for Gosker too far. McNeil clears it back into the zone. And that's the end of the hockey game, ladies and gentlemen. The final score, Port Huron Northern Huskies 2, Port Huron High Big Reds 1. A super hockey game by both teams. Both teams gave everything they had, and the Huskies able to come up the winners. I'd like to thank you for joining us this season. This is our final broadcast this year of high school hockey.
I'd like to mention, I think the two strongest players tonight for the Port Huron Northern Huskies, of course, was number 12, Chad Natzel, who scored both goals, and I believe also Bill Warren played an exceptionally strong game. So those are the two strongest players, as I saw it tonight, for the Northern Huskies.
Thanks again for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kent Fenner along with Chuck Lightfoot, wishing you a good night.